This is Coffee and Conversations. So come, chill, chat with Danica KL. And don't forget your cup.
Hello, welcome to Coffee and Conversations. I am your host, Danica KL. And today I have the lovely Lewis family, Mr. and Mrs. Kenneth and Keyshawn Lewis. Today we are going to talk about blended families. I will admit that I was not a fan of it. I was like, my husband cannot have kids. I cannot deal with it. And since I didn't have kids, I just thought it was fair. It probably was selfish, but I just thought it was fair. So I'm interested.
I had kids.
I don't know. Really? You didn't want a husband with kids?
No.
Interesting. Okay.
He was the total opposite of everything I wanted. What I thought I
wanted. I must say.
What I got myself.
This is going to be a fun episode. I am super excited. So tell us all about your blended family.
Well, we got married we got married 3 times actually. Don't judge my life. And I have 3, he have 4, but we don't say I have 3, he have 4. We say we have 7 kids. We've been married legally for almost 9 years.
Yeah, 8 years. We made 9 this year.
Like almost 9 years. No, we transitioned from a traditional marriage to a covenant marriage.
Gotcha.
I think I told you that.
Mm-hmm.
Once we got married and we researched everything about traditional marriage and covenant marriage, we actually like the idea of a covenant marriage. Now, in God's eyesight, we can't get a divorce.
Mm-hmm.
So we transition to a covenant marriage.
Okay. There's really a such thing as traditional and covenant?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yep. And you have
look
to.
at my license.
You have a traditional. If you don't request a covenant, they don't give you a covenant.
Yeah.
You have to request it, and you have to show the documents and have your pastor and all of that, fill out the paperwork and stuff.
Just say, I don't want to get off topic, so we might talk about that after this. Well, I would say that's great that y'all don't say, I have this many, you have that many, because once you did get married, you become one, so her kids became yours and yours became me. Yeah, y'all know what I'm saying. So what were like some difficulties or challenges that y'all faced?
Whew.
Well, let me ask this. So, how old were your kids when y'all got married?
God. They were young. My little one, she was like 1.
Okay.
And I think Pub was like
6
or 7.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Chanel must have been like 12.
And how old were your babies?
Around the same. Yeah, he was 1.
No, Kentaz was months.
He was
Almost months.
Yeah, he was months.
Kenneth was about 7, 6, 7. Tiny was like 10, 9, 10.
And Kitty was like maybe 13.
12, 13. No,
12. No, she was younger. Yeah, she had to be about 11 or 12.
That was an interesting household, I bet.
Yeah,
so how was it?
It was
challenging.
Hard
at first.
Yeah.
It was hard
It was challenging. We started out, we was in the 2-bedroom apartment.
With 10 people.
So all of them was in one room. And it was hard, but they actually liked it.
Yeah.
Like, cause they developed a tight bond.
That's good.
And so it was challenging, but it was fun.
It was hard because
it made them appreciate what we have now.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard on my end because I wasn't used to nobody telling my children nothing. So I had to. It took me a long time.
Still taking her a long time.
Really? Come on.
No, I am much better now. Don't do that.
She better, but it's still taking her a long time.
It took me a long time to be able to be like, okay, allow him to chastise.
Sometimes she don't understand that I have their best interest.
So was that like like a mom and you type thing?
I
Like
think
these
so.
are my
Just,
kids.
just trying to be
Yeah, because
protective.
she the same way with my kids.
Uh-huh.
Like she jumped to their defense. Like I'm the bad guy, but I don't mind being a bad guy because
Somebody gotta be.
I tell all my kids like I don't mind being a bad guy till they 25. Once they get because once you get to about 25, you start figuring life out. And all the stuff I'm installing in them now, they're gonna appreciate later.
Okay.
See, right now they don't understand it, and
No.
you probably understand that because you know you're a little younger. So your teenage years, you like
Whatever.
your parents
It's
just
whatever.
whack.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we don't understand that they lived before.
Yeah.
So by the time you get to 25 and you start getting your own and start figuring it out, you be like, oh, this is what my dad was talking about.
Well, mama went crazy after
And
all.
see me,
Yeah.
I'm just like,
She don't want them never ever go there.
I just want to jump to their rescue. Like every time they do something, or every time something I write, or every time.
But they're not gonna learn that way.
No,
I mean,
but
my
that's-
baby just one, so I'm gonna have to listen to this again when he like a little bit older. But
It's hard. It's
Yeah.
hard to be able to allow them to fall and bump their head, and it's hard.
yeah,
It's like when my daughter, my second daughter, the third daughter, when her and her boyfriend were arguing, I don't like it. Like I just went inside, I ain't like him more. But then I had to back up and was like, but she still like him, so I had to get out of my
I
feelings.
like him too.
Yeah. So I had to get out of my feelings, And then when his girlfriend broke up, I was like, I don't like her. But I had to,
Yeah, because that's your kids.
Right. So you just want to, I'm the protector and he's the
The bad guy.
disciplinary.
She always gonna make me the bad
Good
guy.
cop, bad cop.
Yeah. That's how they play it too.
So how did y'all handle like the challenges?
Well, the biggest thing is communication
Yeah.
because
We
we have to
had
be
that.
on the same page, and we ain't had it at all because she grew up privileged and I grew up in the hood.
He's so disrespectful.
So there's a lot of stuff that I understand about life that she don't understand about life. Like with the boys, we have 3 boys. If we go to the store and get a football, how many footballs you think we need to get?
One.
That's what I
She's
see.
saying 3?
She won't get 3.
Don't do that.
But they all have to play with one ball together.
Right.
Because you can't throw the ball to yourself. But that's how she was raised.
My mama.
And I have to
always
get her
made
to
sure
understand that.
Everybody.
She was spoiled.
I was.
She was spoiled.
I was not.
You know,
But I
so-
made my mama made sure I had, my sister had.
So
That's
she
even
buy a
like
ball,
with
she
the
don't buy
kids.
both of them a ball. You just need one ball, my baby. You're wasting money.
I mean, that's even like with my kids. If somebody buy them something, if you can't buy all of them, don't buy them nothing. And that's just the way I feel. I'm sorry.
She's spoiled.
She's still spoiled, so obviously you must still be spoiling her.
I
I'm just
spoil
saying.
her too, but still, it's fun, but it's hard.
Is she coming
But
around now?
yeah, she's coming around, and but definitely the communication though, because we have to be on the same page, and then we have to plot against them like they plot against us,
Mm-hmm.
because they try to play both sides of the field
They do.
too.
That's what I was
Like
thinking.
they'll run to me with something, and I'll be like no. Then they'll back door and go to her. Like they never even came to me, and then she gonna say yeah. Then I'm gonna be like, well, why you got that? Well, my mama said I could get that.
Oh,
But I told you no, so I had to get her to understand. Like, if the kids come ask you something, ask them, did they ask me?
Okay.
So that's how we broke that ice. Like, if they come to me with something, I be like, you talk to your mom, you ask your mom? Now you gotta be honest, because if you lie, then you're in trouble for lying. So then we can answer from there. Of the girls that call me, Dad, I can do such and such, call your mom.
So you take care of the girls, huh?
Yeah, because it's certain stuff with the girls, I don't like making the decision because I'm gonna be a dad.
Yeah.
Like they call, they won't go hang out with their boyfriend, go to the show, so you better call your mom. I'm saying no. Your mama might understand on this one.
Yeah.
So.
How did you take to that?
My struggle and having to learn, like I said, I had to learn because my mom was a single parent. So I didn't know what it was like to allow this man and allow him to be the man of the house and to, talk to the boys and talk to the girls, and be that man. I struggled with that part because I just felt like I could make the decisions. I could do it by myself. I didn't understand how to allow him to do that. And it took me a little while. It took me a long time actually to be able to back down and say, he the king, you know what I'm saying? Keyshawn, you need to step back.
Mm-hmm.
And once I learned it and once I understood, And once I realized that he wasn't gonna hurt my children, and once I realized that he actually loved them and he did have their best interest at heart, I was comfortable. I was able to take my hands off of it and you know, allow him to do it. Now at first, because he was so aggressive at first, like, and that's just the nature of him, because he's a alpha male. So
That's good.
yeah, he's an alpha male. So it's a lot of parts that I had to learn. That's just him, you know, and it's just the way that he is. But he doesn't mean like he did not hurting us or not intentionally, you know. Because see, I see him just as my cuddly bear, and everybody else see him as big dog. But I once I learned it became easy.
Was it ever like a moment of, these are my kids? Like, have you ever caught yourself saying that to the other
Actually,
person?
we never had that issue. We never had that. Not once.
That's good.
Not once. Not once. Once me and him got on the same page, we never allowed that. We never allowed, these are mine, these are yours. You know, we didn't do that.
That's good. That's really good. So communication, what else y'all would say is something that's needed to help with challenges and barriers?
What we do, we have family meetings. So we try to have them at least once a month, and we have everybody in the house, and they come in there, and you can say what you want, not disrespectful. You can say what you want. You can say how you feel. You can say what's on your mind. You can tell a person if you angry with them or how you feel about them, and they can't get mad. They have to, you know, adjust it. Or, but we have family meetings, and those meetings actually helped us a lot.
I just want to go on the record and say these people are black if you're not white. But you really don't hear that in a black family.
Girl,
like,
we
how
have
did that come
family.
about?
Because just being honest with yourself.
Yeah.
And I know like is a big blended family.
Yeah.
So you might come over and leave your shoes, and I'm mad with you. Like I done got in trouble because you left your shoes in my room.
Right.
Like I came in your room and I left tablets all over. So we wanted to be able to bring everybody to the center. And if something was done, because sometimes you'll do something and not even know you did it.
Yeah.
You know, like my wife, she might fold the clothes and put all her undershirts in my drawer or something. But you know, I ain't gonna get mad. Next time I'm gonna just make sure I fold the clothes.
I mean, the family meetings actually helped us because, like, my son Kenneth, one time we had a family meeting and I said, everybody tell everybody how you feel. And he told me that he thought I was favoring Munchie more than I was favoring the other kids. I didn't even realize that they felt that way. And I told him, I said, well, why do you feel that way? Like, ask, you know, tell me. And he said, because when she asks you to go somewhere, you say, yeah, but you'll never let none of us go nowhere. But do y'all ask me to go somewhere? He said, no. Well, how you want me to think, you know, like, you can tell me how you feel and I can reciprocate. I can't get mad. That's the rules. You cannot get mad. You know, like, and then one time they told Kenneth, we think you holler too much. Okay, so he worked on that. That was something that he had to work on and had to adjust, and he's actually better at it. You know, he's able to talk to him and communicate. But if we didn't have the meetings, they wouldn't be able to express that. Like, you know, they wouldn't be able to tell us, this is how I feel.
Was that dad's idea or mom's idea?
I don't even know how we even came in.
Kind of both, because I forgot exactly what happened, and I was like, we need to be on the same page, and we need to have meetings. And I can't think of exactly what happened.
I don't even remember.
But something happened, and it was like, they told her one thing. It was something with the kids. I don't remember exactly. But they had told her one story, and they told me another story. We're going to get to the end of this. We're going to have one big meeting, and we're going to tell everybody the story.
So now we try to do it at least once a month. And
sometimes it'll be every couple of months or whatever.
Yeah, we
especially if we go to feeling like division in the house or anything like that, we'll call a big meeting.
Yeah, like
everybody
Sunday.
In the house?
Oh yeah,
everybody.
You have a church, even
Everybody
the dog.
Like all the
dog
kids.
come to the
No, even the dog.
Y'all, the kids live elsewhere.
No,
All the kids live with
our baby boy stayed by his mom,
Uh-huh.
and my oldest daughter stayed by her mom.
But whenever
Everybody
they was
else
there,
was.
Then they come.
everybody was
Okay,
there.
that's cool.
Yep.
Even
And-
a dog.
We had one Sunday actually, and we told them that the last month, I think in June or July, we kind of felt the spirit of division trying to come in, you know, because it felt like my kids were gravitating and then, you know, his kids would gravitate. So we was like, oh no, we need to nip this in the bud.
Yeah.
So we called it text sent the text out. We do the little mass text, and we sent the text to everybody and let them know meet for 9:15.
That's what's up.
So everybody
I
came
like
around.
that. So y'all don't have any children together?
We have a dog,
The dog.
Chloe.
Gotcha. What kind of dog?
a
Nah,
shepherd. I told him I wanted another baby.
And I bought her a dog.
I was like, babe, I want another baby. I was like, I really want us to have a baby together. And he's very adamant that we shouldn't have one together because he don't want the kids to feel
I
like,
feel like
since this is
it'll-
our baby.
Yeah, the baby, it'll
division.
cause a whole lot of division.
You really think so?
He did.
Because, like, she have 3, I have 4, we have 7 together. If we have one together, that child gonna be the odd kid out.
That is
Because they're gonna feel like we favoring that child. Like, her kids go by their dad, my kids go by their mom.
And that kid was
But if that kid will be there with us.
Yeah.
So that kid, like, we both parents.
Yeah.
So
I kinda
it'll
get his
Yeah.
it'll be like, you know,
I told him, I was like,
They'll be
babe, I
feeling
want a
some kind of
baby.
way.
I feel like we should have a baby. And he was like, come take a ride with me. And I was like, all right. I get in the car and we go by his brother. And here come the dog walking through the door. And I was all excited, oh, bitch, you got a new dog. He was like, no, that's our dog. Okay.
Congratulations.
I was like, okay. So I got a dog. She 2 years old.
Oh, terrible too.
She is bad too. She is bad.
So how were the kids coming into marriage? How did they react to that?
Mm-mm. It. My son, he didn't take it well at all. My son was very, very resistant. He was like, I don't want you to get married, you know. I don't want it. And I think Tiny was a little bit, at first Tiny was kind of resistant, but once we said,
she was kind of excited.
you think? She might have.
Yeah.
Once we sat him down and we told him, look, he not here to take your daddy's place, and I'm not here to take your mama's place. I would never take your mother's place. I would never be your mother. He would never be. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we're here for. We're here to step into the role of that. We'll never take their place. That will always be your mother, and this will always be your father. And then once they realized that, and we, you know, explained it to them, they were okay. Now they fine. Pud, my son, was the most one that it was hard with him. It was hard with him. Because he, like when Kenny came, he was like, I don't want to tell me nothing. And Kenny had to explain to him that, you
Yeah, I was
know.
gonna pack this stuff and put them out. I told him to go by his dad. That guy had told him to put the trash out or something, and
Yeah,
he said his daddy said he don't have to put the trash out. I said, well, tell your daddy you need a flight to get back by him
Yeah, it
because
was
this
hard.
miles.
It was hard. It was hard.
And then I had to tell his daddy on the phone, like, I'm not trying to take your spot.
Right.
I'm just a father figure.
Yeah.
But he
this is
gonna,
my
he gonna
house.
listen to the rules here.
Yeah.
If you got a problem with that, then he can come by you. And we dipped that in the bud right fast.
Now, that's all he knew.
Yeah.
Kenny, you know what I'm saying?
That's good.
It was hard at first. It was because by him being that alpha male, and I was there with my kids, like it was just me because me and their daddy separated and divorced when they were so young. They just didn't understand, you know, another man being there telling us, and my mama letting him, and so Pug was hard.
It was a
The
process.
girls was okay. Munchie, because she was so little. She was really little she was like almost 1 when me and him got together. And that's all she knew. You know, she know her daddy, but
Yeah.
Kenneth is that dude.
What about your kids?
They,
On your side.
well, they actually love her.
Yeah.
Yeah, they took pretty good. Keaton, my oldest, she kind of be iffy, but her mom and them play a big part in that. She the only one that ever really stayed with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And but Tiny and them, like, she got a bond with them, like, there's no other, like, they talk about everything.
I wonder if it's one of those like mama daddy things. Like you really don't play behind mama, so if anybody trying to talk to mama, you can't talk to mama. Whereas if it's daddy, the kids be like, "Oh, dad got other friends." You know?
And kind of like, and my kids, they just because
like that. Yeah.
I took care of them the whole way, so like they always was with me. So long as they was with me, they don't care.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kenneth like that. Kenneth don't care.
I can tell them, son, we should gotta live in a couple 3 months here. As long as he's with me, he don't care.
Whatever Kenneth say, Tigger be like, all right. Like he just whatever, as long as
he rolling. If I tell him he gotta stay, or
as long as he with him, he fine. The world is complete.
So how was like the outside, the other parent into your relationship? I know you mentioned.
Well, that's a headache.
Yeah.
Still is a headache.
Gosh.
Yeah, that's like a big old headache.
Yeah. So it was definitely some challenges in that area.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot, and I think that was probably one of the hardest things to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Because at the same time, they want to do what they want to do, but you can't let them come between us.
Right.
And so, that what kept us, because we stayed on the same page. And if you don't have that communication and that bond and stay on the same page, they'll mess that up.
You have to. You have to be a united front, and you have to get them to understand. I'm not here to take your kids. I'm not here to destroy a bond between you and your children. I'm not here to be you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be you. I would never be you.
Right.
I'm me. And once me and him came to that understanding that we gonna do this together, because it was a lot of people that tried to destroy it,
Mm-hmm.
but when me and him decided that we was gonna be together and that we wanted to basically take on the world, that's what it was, just me and him.
And y'all made that decision kind of early on, huh? Did it take some time to get to that place too?
No, actually, it took an argument. It took an argument. One day we were arguing, and I said, I don't want us to be together no more because I didn't want to ever come between him and his children. And he hit the wall. And he said, he was like, you have to understand when my children, I love them. He said, I would die, and his exact words was, I would die and go to hell for my children. He said, but when my kids get older and they get married and grown, I'm not going to be in here alone by myself. He said, and I want you to be the person that I grow old. Look at this shit. And when
grizzly girl.
and I told her that's my city girl. And then once we came to that realization that, okay, they're going to move on. They're going to.
Once she let them go.
Yeah.
Because I got one pull to move out on New Year.
Once they grown and they get on their own, it'll be me and him.
Yeah.
And I had to realize that my kids are not gonna always be.
Yeah, they're gonna get grown and get their own life, and
That's
gone.
True.
And then they may be with somebody that you don't like,
yeah.
but you have to respect that person because that's who they're with.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people let the kids divide them.
Destroy them.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be lonely the rest of your life, and then they going on with their life.
Yeah.
Cause soon as they fall in love, they gone.
They gone.
That's true. That is true.
And we had to understand that. And once we realized, okay, this is what we want.
Mm-hmm.
I want him and he wants me. And we not going to even though we love our children, we'll give them, if we had the world, we can't allow them to divide what we have.
Yeah, and you got to stand on that because kids, they think they're smarter than you.
Yes, they do.
And they'll try to play on that.
Mm-hmm.
They'll try to start their little conflicts.
Yeah, that's true.
My daddy picking on me. My mama picking on me, and this and that. And you got to be on the same page because if not, they'll get you.
That is
They
true.
will. They will.
So, like, the infamous baby mama, baby daddy drama, I know y'all mentioned, how do you protect her, or have you ever had to kind of do that? and to protect her from like your children's mom or just something of that nature? Not like a physical thing, but just like
I just stay out of it.
you just stay out of it.
Yeah, like his oldest baby mama, like I respect her. I have nothing, you know, man. I feel like she's done an awesome job. I do. And the other three, their mother, I just don't. I just keep my mouth closed. I stay as far away from the situation. I try not to intervene at all.
And that works.
Now I'll give him my opinion. You know, babe, I think this should happen or that should happen. But other than that,
That works for you. You didn't have any issues like with her children's father or anything?
he, you know.
Yeah, I really don't care. I mean, yeah, I really don't care.
Because he's not here.
Gotcha.
So he doesn't really have the say so and the, you know,
So it's really just
Not really.
yeah, he's not, I mean, he gets them in the summertime, but as far as like having to switch every weekend or, you know, having to get, well, you go to this meeting, I'm going to go to that meeting, we don't have that.
Okay.
You know, he wear North Dakota,
Yeah,
so
he
he's
go
not.
to the school, the people can call the police.
Yeah,
and,
like he's not here.
yeah,
to
I never
have
had no
that
problems.
Yeah.
Only time I ever was mad is I don't like if you promise the kids something,
Yeah.
And then kind of fall through.
cause then they put a burden on me because now you promised something, now I gotta go get it because I can't have them around here mad
Nah,
and
he
want
has
and
that.
not have. So
He do that.
I get hot behind that because I'm a father
Right.
and I don't tell my kids nothing I can't do. So if you not here, I take care of them 11 months out of the year. If you ain't gonna do it, don't tell them that. You know,
It's a
and,
valid point.
Yeah. Now,
don't tell
that's
them
one
that.
thing I
Surprise
can-
them.
Yeah.
You know, don't call them and promise them nothing if you ain't sure you can do it. Just surprise them with it or something. You know, and that's the only thing I really get hot behind. You know,
Do you think, like, because I know you talk a lot about communication, do you think that that's important with the other parent as well?
I do need him.
You don't think so?
well, the reason being, I think it is, but
I mean, maybe
some
not in
people
this
you can't,
particular
some people you
situation.
can't communicate with though.
Yeah.
Because some people, like in my situation, my baby mama, she do stuff purposely to try to cause division. So I just rather not talk to her. I mean, I have full custody of my kids. I do everything anyway. So I don't need to communicate with you. But you can't communicate with her because she play too many games. So I just don't deal with it. And she be like, but you gotta communicate. Why?
I do. I feel like I don't care how old the children are, you have to talk. That's just me. I just feel like even if you just sending them a text, letting them know, hey, they did this, or hey, this going on, or you know, they have this going on.
Yeah, but
I
then she the person to try to overdo it though. And she'll want to text how your day going and this and that.
No,
you know
I
what
don't
I'm
think
saying?
so.
You don't
I
think so? Man,
I
you
guess
know.
it's taken by the person type of
Yeah.
Yeah,
situation.
yeah. I would definitely
I
say.
mean, I'm sure he knows her more than you know.
Oh yeah, they supposed to
Oh,
be
she-
together.
She know.
But some people are difficult.
Yeah, purposely.
And I understand that some situations are difficult, but I feel like my feeling is that you have children. Your feelings, your emotions, your however you feel, all of that is out of the window. Even if you just have to send a text, like you can shut down what doesn't make sense. You can shut down what's irrelevant. But you have children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to communicate with the kids no matter. Like Keita went off to college. Keita, mama and him, you know, they needed that conversation. Okay, she going to college, you do this, I do that. Like it doesn't matter how old they get, you still gonna have to conversate. You still gonna have to
In
talk.
certain situations.
But everybody not like you.
Yeah. She made friends with everybody.
She always been that way.
I
Yeah,
think,
yeah. My mom used to tell her she come home with the stray dog.
I do. I just feel like talk. Like you talk, it makes it better to me. I mean,
Everybody's a
sometimes.
talker though.
I know. He wasn't a talker.
Really?
Oh, girl. No, he wasn't.
I wasn't.
Oh.
Not at all.
It looks like he talks now.
Now, it took me years to get that out of him, but he didn't talk at all.
Because I believe in actions. I believe actions speak louder than words a lot of times. I grew up, they got a lot of people that talk and promise you everything and don't give you a piece of toast. So I just was a big action person.
Yeah. Lifestyles.
I don't got to talk about the rent due,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna go pay it.
Right.
You know, like make the actions happen.
Yeah, you from the hood, no.
He is, girl. Let me
No.
tell
You know,
you.
Pastor Martin, we come up in the same household.
People really don't think how your environment like really affects.
It does.
Oh, it does.
But
Because even like with us, with the kids, like if when we first got together, when we fixed dinner, I didn't believe that they had to eat everything on the plate. If they didn't want it, they didn't want it.
Mm-hmm.
He felt like if you put it on the plate, you need to eat it.
Yeah, why waste the food? If you put it on there, that means you wanted it. So if you won't be big-eyed, then you need to eat it.
See, I
Maybe
ain't
next
feel
time you'll get a smaller portion, and if you want more, then you go get more. But that's how I was raised.
See, and I wasn't raised like that.
But my grandma Mary, you know, you might hear Pastor talk about my grandma Mary, my great grandmother.
Yeah, no, I wasn't raised like that. I thank God for that my mama was able to give me and my sister and my brother the life that we had.
Mm-hmm.
But she gave us, like my mama gave us whatever we
And then
like I got allowance till I probably was 30.
It just was about not wasting stuff. Cause like my grandma Mary, she would cook like on soul food. I'm talking about you go in the kitchen, they got pots and food everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And she don't care what you get, but whatever you put on that plate, you gotta eat it.
How
Cause
did
she
the
ain't want
kids
to
take
waste
to
it.
that? When your kids.
Well, they took to it fine with me.
Now see,
When I fix the food, they gonna eat.
Yeah.
When she fix the food, then they talk about, oh, I don't eat green beans, oh, I don't eat this, oh, I don't eat that. But if I fix it, they eat. You know, so they play on her little soft side.
Munchie be like, I don't want no chili.
But when I fix it, I put chili, ketchup, mustard, everything. She eat the whole thing.
Wow. Those kids.
They try.
They try.
They try. I mean, I don't know, I guess that's just me, just the nature, you know, to try to make sure they're happy.
Yeah.
You know, make sure that they're okay. And it doesn't matter to me if it's mine or his. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of them I'm like that.
Yeah.
If I could run to their rescue for everything, I probably would.
You wouldn't.
No. No.
Because
some stuff they gotta bump their head.
Agreed.
You know, some stuff they gotta bump their head, and they gonna learn from it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you save them from everything, then they ain't gonna know how to make decisions. They ain't gonna know how to adjust. You know, they're gonna be stuck.
Yeah.
Cause now when they run into a problem, I'm looking for mom, or I'm looking for dad. You know, studying, learning how to problem solve for themselves. You know, and if they don't know how to solve problems growing up, then we failed as parents.
That's true. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't think so?
Yeah. If they can't function when they get older and make decisions, then we fail.
You don't think so?
In certain aspects, I mean, in certain aspects, yeah, I can agree with that. But I don't want them to bump their head.
All right.
I'm gonna take a sip. I'm gonna take a sip.
I'm not. That's just me though. Like as
that,
a
you know,
protector. Like
yeah.
when Elijah running around.
Yeah.
And when you see him about to fall, what's your first reaction? So that doesn't change the older they get.
And that's the motherly instinct.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I don't get mad with her for it. I get on her about it, but I don't get mad with her for it because all mothers is like that.
Yeah.
You know, y'all always want to say to the kid, you know, if the baby fall, oh, he all right. If he ain't crying, he ain't hurt.
See, I
Well,
think in
get
my
up, no.
family it was the opposite. My daddy was the one, like,
Really?
yeah. My daddy caught her looking for me one time.
Oh, yeah, it was opposite.
Yeah, my mom, she was amazing though. Like, I'm telling you, I got allowance till I was 30 years old. And then I had to split it with him. I was devastated,
Give me
girl.
my half.
I was devastated.
Mama said, give me my half.
My mom that was her though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was just who she was, and that's what's instilled in me, just to be that protector, that comforter, you know. And I've learned though to back up a little bit. I'm getting better.
But you like that with
All of them. Yeah, I don't care who it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all of them. Like, I was in the kitchen one day, and it was me, Tiny, and Chanel. And Tiny is the second girl. And I heard God say, Tiny needs you. So I stopped what I was doing and went in the room and laid in the bed, just laid there with her. And we just laid there.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter to me which one it is, who it is, how it is. I'm going. And that's just me. That's just, I'm trying to work on it. But I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying not to be so.
Yeah. I think it would really be bad if you were like that towards one set or one child.
No, I'm like that with all of them.
So that makes it a little bit better.
Yeah. I'm like that with all of them.
So what's y'all like overall feeling about blended families? Like,
I think it could be great, long as, like I said, you stay on top of everything and you don't let nothing just get too far out of order. And I think it's fun. I think you have to be open-minded.
Yes, you have to be.
And you have to just be on one page in that household.
mm-hmm.
Because
Everything
the world
is
gonna tell you
irrelevant.
whatever. They gonna try everything to divide you. They gonna,
Yeah,
so long as everybody in the house stay on the same page, you're good.
that's good.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Like, once at first when we wasn't on the same, it was bumpy.
Mm-hmm.
But once me and him got on the same page and we realized it's us against the world, like now that's how we are. So we go to the kids, even with making decisions, big decisions. Y'all, we about to buy a house. When we got ready to buy a house, we included them, on everything that we did. And to make sure that they were comfortable, make sure that they understood, make sure that, they knew the process. And it was fun. Once we got on the same page, everything was okay.
So
Everything was
every parent, one time or another, will have difficult kids and stuff. But the difficulties that y'all have with y'all children, it doesn't have to do with anything being blended. It's just like regular stuff. I
yeah,
guess.
teenage
Yeah.
stuff.
Teenage stuff.
Teenage
Regular
stuff.
teenage stuff, and then like baby Kennedy, just like me. And when we first got together, he used to run over.
He did.
And I used to
was
be like,
why?
I said, you gotta put your foot down. I said, you
And
gotta
see,
put
I
your
didn't
foot down.
believe
You
in
gotta,
women's.
you gotta let them know who running who.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I don't believe that. I said, well, you gonna keep running over you then?
I did
So
not.
once she finally disciplined them,
And not even a whipping. Like, I just had to talk to him. Son, what's wrong? Talk to me. And then once we, talked and got it all out, it's fine now. But it just was, I probably whipped them once, all of them one time. And they probably can tell you, I cried after I whipped them. Like, I'm not the disciplinarian at all, but now Chanel, I boxed her up a couple times. I've had to box her up, but I just didn't, cause see, my mom didn't have to do that, so I didn't know, I didn't know that discipline part. I didn't have to experience that. But once I learned, and I have to tell him all the time, whipping does not help everything. Whipping
No,
does not solve
sometimes it's
everything.
not.
yeah,
whipping.
but
Sometimes it's a conversation.
sometimes they need it. Sometimes they need
They
it, and,
do, but then
and I ain't gonna lie though.
sometimes they
And
just
majority of the time, 95% of the time, I threaten the kids and don't never do them nothing.
He do.
You know what I'm saying? But then they got some time where they need to get touched up. You
And
know,
not a
and-
haircut.
And
Yeah, now
yeah.
and it's mostly like the teenage levels. You know what I'm saying? When they try you, then you be having to let them know, look, I still got these hands now. You can get them. But it don't even be, once you talk to them, then you get to the bottom of it, then you realize, okay, that's normal.
So if you met a couple that's having difficulties with the blended family or even contemplating not being with somebody that they want to be with due to the family becoming blended, like how would you counsel that
Most
person?
people struggle with the blended families because they allow outsiders to speak so much into their lives.
Okay.
If they would they put everything aside, kind of like Pastor gave that example when he said about him at first. He pulled the chair, him at first sat there. Once as a blended family, if you and your husband or you and your wife get on the same page, don't allow the kids, don't allow the outsiders to get in it. Once y'all are together and on the same page, then you can adjust the structure to the kids and then everything else will fall in line. It's not about the outsiders. It's not about the mom, the baby mom, the baby daddy. None of that. None of that matters when it's you and your husband and your children. Everything else is irrelevant.
And then a big thing too is they gotta not be self-censored.
The other person?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the parents.
Gotcha, okay.
Because a lot of parents are selfish when it comes to the kids.
They are.
And if you with this person because you love this person, you have to step back and be like, and trust that person. You know, because a lot of blended families that don't work is because soon as you start a conversation with them, you're gonna know. Because they're gonna say, "Oh, this my kid. This my. Her kid did this or her kid did that." You know, so you already divided.
Yeah.
That's good.
You know, so you could hear it just from the way they talk. You know, like I was talking with a guy, with Pastor Kendall this morning. Me and him was talking about it, and he was like, "How many kids y'all have together?" Because I was telling him we was coming to do the show, and I said, "We don't have none together." He jumped out of the chair. Man, you lying?
I did. I really thought y'all
Like,
had
because we don't address it like
Right,
that.
yeah.
So it all starts from the way they speak. You gonna know what mindset they in.
Yeah.
You know, and if you don't have that mindset, then it's gonna work because then you saying our kids.
That's very
Yeah, like
good.
a lot of people say, how many children I have? And I'll be like, 7.
7.
And they say, girl, you had 7 kids? No, but we have 7. You know,
Yeah,
like
we
we don't
became
say,
one, we became
I have
one.
3,
Yeah.
he have 4. We don't ever say that. And we don't allow others to address it like that. When somebody say, oh, this his children and this her children. No,
This
this
is
is
our
our
kids.
children. We don't allow them to do that. Like, we don't allow others to speak division in us. We don't allow others to cause division. You know, we try to shut it down immediately
That's great.
to be able to keep us together. You know, keep our setup together.
And it seems to be working fine.
Yeah. Yep. Some days easier than others, but it works.
It
Such
does.
is life.
I mean, that's like
You know,
with
'cause I don't want
anything.
I don't want people to think it just everything be perfect.
Right, right.
You know, you have your different challenges. You know.
Yeah, nothing is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is perfect. But if you learn how to communicate with each other, talk to each other, and understand, like a lot of things he would tell me, he'll always say, put yourself in my shoes.
Yeah.
And once he said that, and once I started to do that, then I started to understand, okay, maybe I should.
And that help with blended families and relationships.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Because if you just sit back and put yourself in, like your husband come in 3 in the morning, you don't gotta fuss with him. Just be like, babe, how would you feel if I come in at 3 in the morning? And then they're gonna make them think about it. Well, she right. I don't want her coming in at 3 in the morning, so I'm coming in at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
So you know, once you switch shoes, then you can understand stuff. Cause now you're looking at it from your point of view.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and that help out a whole lot.
That is so
It
true.
does.
Period.
Because when I was very selfish.
Yeah, she was very, very self. You
Uh-uh,
gotta put
you
yourself
don't
in my
do
shoes.
I was
Like, one too many mirrors.
I had to do that. I was the selfish person. He was very giving, very open.
Yeah, I've been taking care of people since 12, so.
I just felt like it's mine. You know, I don't do that. It's mine. We can't do that. But now he would tell me, put yourself in my shoes. And once I started to do that and understand, okay, Keyshawn, you was wrong. Maybe you shouldn't have done that, or maybe you shouldn't have said that. You know, now I'm able to understand more of his point of view. His way, because at first it was just my way or no way. But I've gotten better.
Now it's like Hoey or
A little bit of his way. Look, a little bit of his way.
Let me see what I took. So, communication is
That's
definitely
The biggest.
the biggest thing. And inside the home, being on one accord.
Core.
And not letting outside people influence what's happening inside.
Because you're going to have that.
Yeah.
You're going to have, oh, my daddy said I don't have to do this, or my mama said I don't have to do that, or I don't want to do this. You're going to have that. But you have to learn not to be quick to anger. You know, you have to be able to love on them and understand that, you know, they're going through something too. You know,
Yeah.
and a lot of people be like, oh, kids don't understand. Yes, they do.
Yeah, you talk to them,
I
they
should have
understand.
an episode 4.1 with some kids.
Yeah, like they understand. They understand everything that you're going through. They understand your anger. You know, they understand your frustrations. They understand that.
Yeah.
You know, and you can't just shut them out. You have to explain to them and let them know, you know, this is what we, that's why we have the meetings,
Yeah.
you know, to let them know this is what we doing. This is why we doing
And I'm big on explaining and being honest.
it. Yeah.
Like I tell my kids all the time, the school calling me in trouble. I don't even want to talk to them until I talk to my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what happened?
Be honest.
Now we gonna handle it from there.
And that's good because you got parents that's like, I'm mom, I'm dad, I'm
No,
always
don't
right,
do that.
and they don't want to really sit down and talk with the kids. And the kids, like you said, they're going through a change too, you know.
Yeah. And they understand more than what we think they understand.
Mm-hmm.
They actually, you know, because like when I was going through my divorce, and we actually were going through the divorce at the same time. But the kids were just like, at first we were like, they don't know nothing. But we had to explain to them, you know, and make them understand and not babyfy them.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you babyfy them and try and explain to them, they're not going to shut up.
Says the person who don't want to let them fall. Keep
Okay,
talking.
so, hello. I mean, just explain it to them, you know, so they can understand what you're going through and how it's going to be. And, you know, once they understand that the stepmom will never take your mother's place and the stepdad will never take your father's place, it'll be okay.
Are y'all step mom and dad?
No, we don't say that.
Okay.
I'm trying to claim all of them on my pay.
We don't do that. Only time we said step is in the beginning when we explained to them that we stepped into a role, and that was to be there
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, be what they need us to be.
Yeah.
But we don't address as stepmom. I say that's my children, and he said that's his children.
Do they call you mom?
Mm-hmm.
Or, okay, they call you dad?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know some
And we
families.
give
it's
them
kinda
the
like-
option to do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
we did.
Because a lot of people, they try to force kids to do it. We was like, if you're accountable, call me Dad or Mr. Kenneth.
Mhm.
But you gotta put a Mr. or Mrs. on
Right.
it.
You can't just
I
do
You
it.
know,
respect.
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
you could say mom or dad.
Mhm.
But it was their choice. Like you got some parents, they force the kid. They got a new boyfriend. Call him your daddy.
Yeah.
No, like you can't force them to do
Right.
that. Like they gotta be comfortable with that person. They gotta want to, you know, have that connection.
Were they resistant
bond.
at first to it?
Actually, it wasn't.
No.
Okay.
It wasn't. They were okay with it. Like, and we told them, you don't have to. You know, don't feel like you have to do this. But they were okay and no problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
This was very knowledgeable. I'm telling you, I was very close-minded. I'm like,
Now, see, that's how I was because by me being, I was so selfish. I wanted a man with no children.
Yeah.
I just wanted a man with no children because I didn't want to deal with, you know, outside drama. I didn't want nobody with kids, and I didn't want nobody to tell my children nothing. So
Right.
if he ain't had no children, he ain't gonna want to really tell my kids nothing. I could just deal with it myself. I'm telling you, he was a total opposite of everything that I thought I wanted.
Hey,
It'd be like that.
be like that.
I mean, I thank God for it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I really might do another episode with the kids, kind of get their point of view too.
You
That would
could.
be interesting.
You could.
But this was good. I mean, like you said, I was very selfish minded. How you talked about the communication, that would have been me. Like this, my kid, you know what I'm saying? Don't tell my child nothing or whatever. And I didn't want to deal with the outside stuff. But when y'all put in perspective that inside the house is what matters,
Yes.
it does change your perspective. So it's like, if I had talked to y'all before, I mean, granted, my husband ain't had no kids, but you know, if I was a person in that situation, hearing you guys say that, then I would have a different mindset going in and talking to the guy and like, hey, is this gonna be us or you gonna
have to
let the
be us,
outside
yes.
people?
And a lot of people do that. A lot of people, they don't respect the inside. So if your inside is not in line, it's gonna fall apart.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not going to be what you want it to be. It's not
Yeah,
going to be.
and that's even not with blended families, even with you and your husband.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, your families can't come in your house and tell y'all how to run it,
Exactly.
and his family can't come in and tell y'all. It's on what y'all want to do inside of your house.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, don't just put it in that circle just with blended.
Yeah.
You know,
Everybody.
that's in your household period. Like this y'all house.
Yeah.
If he come right now and say we gotta get out, we gotta get out.
Exactly.
You know, like this y'all house. Don't let
Yeah.
nobody run your house. You
That's
know?
good. Y'all catch them nuggets, man. That's good. Well, thank y'all. Did we say words of encouragement? Well, that's kind of like y'all did say that. But y'all have any like specific words of encouragement?
Pray together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I prayed over him so much. Girl, he probably had oil everywhere. He did.
Yeah, I'm still kind of mad about some of the stuff.
Because when we first got together, he was an alpha male. Like, he was so angry. And I was like, I wanted an aggressive man, but I didn't. I was like, oh my God.
Jesus, I ain't asked for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, like, I prayed over everything. I put oil in his food, in the shoes, in the bath water. Girl, I was a praying somebody.
And see what she called angry. I wasn't really angry.
You just have an aggressive tone.
He does. He does.
Well, our whole family have a tone. Like you see it in Pastor when he preaching. Like we was raised to be men. We wasn't raised as kids. Like I was frying eggs at 5, 6 years old. Like we was raised to take care of ourselves, to make decisions. Like you ain't get that pass. Ride the bike. You fall, get up, ride it some more. Like you ain't get a pass. Like it was.
He was an alpha male. True alpha
Prayer.
male.
Yeah.
Yes.
Prayer works.
So, like, even with the communication part, like, he struggled with that part. But
Yeah, because
gradually
I mean,
pulling it out.
I made decisions since small. Like I've been paying bills, rent, light bills, and all that since 12 years old. Like I've been making decisions.
So who was she to tell you something?
Yeah, like
That's
I
how
got
he felt.
this. Like
That's how he felt.
she fussing about something. We don't worry about that. I got that. Like you tripping. Like you that long.
Yeah,
This is
that's
my
how
area.
he felt.
You
But
know? But I had to.
He had to realize it's
I had to
us.
start communicating like it's us, cause I just was so used to.
Yeah.
I got it. I gotta make sure this handle. This do. I gotta handle it. Like I tell her that to this day. She in school. I won't get a job. Did we miss any payment yet?
I do want to get a job.
But did we miss any payment yet?
You gonna work though?
You know, she gonna work. Soon as she finish school, she gonna work.
Yeah, we're about to have a nurse out
Yes,
here.
yes.
You know, we're gonna do the plug to the barbershop. Top
Sure,
notch
top
barber
notch.
beauty shop in Bellchase, huh?
Yes.
What's the address?
7942 Highway 23, Bellchase, Louisiana.
There you go. Get your haircut.
4 barbers on duty.
Well, I am so glad you guys came out. Thank
No
y'all so
problem,
much
no
for coming
problem.
chat with me. This was interesting. I really enjoyed this episode. I've learned a lot. I really like this family thing that y'all do.
We do.
That's awesome. And it's a black family. That's what makes it like so much more, you know, because that's stuff you see on TV.
It
with our
is.
Caucasian brethren.
That's even like when we had the thing with the kids, when we paid them allowance. We gave them allowance, but they had to pay bills with their allowance.
Like they pay light bill, water bill.
And they pay rent. And
Rent, they
when
get
we was
evicted.
telling somebody that, and it was
They
like,
get evicted?
Yeah, if you don't pay your bills, you get evicted.
what happened if you don't pay your mortgage?
Definitely.
You pay
Wi-Fi
foreclosure.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's all small stuff.
Yeah.
Like the rent be like 50 cents. Like everything's small.
Yeah, like I
but it's
think-
just teaching them when you
That
get
is,
money,
yeah.
you need to be prepared to pay your bills first, and then after that, the land you can do the extra stuff.
Yeah,
You know,
like
so
one
just
of
teaching
them,
them
when
about
we
life.
paid them the allowance, and one of them
Munchie.
didn't want to pay Munchie. She didn't want to pay her bills, so we served her an eviction notice. She had to sleep in the front room. She couldn't sleep in her room. She was like, "Okay, I won't pay my rent now." You know, so we kind of give them lanyard,
Yeah.
you know, encouragement.
That's good. That's good.
We try.
Dang, y'all a good parent. I'm excited. Like, this smile is real.
Yeah, we try. We do different things, you know. We do different things to let them know that we are proud of them, you know.
That's awesome. So, all right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. And come chill and chat with Danica KL next time. And don't forget your cup.